Thank you for your patience. We're so excited to welcome you all into the Algonquin College community on Monday, but of course today. My name is Rianne. I'm your host today. We are going to start off with some introductions from our wonderful college experts, and then we'll get straight into questions. This is going to be recorded and available for viewing after. It'll be posted to the orientation website. So yeah, we'll get started. Want to go first?
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Sylvester Kehinde. I'm the Intercultural Programming Coordinator at the International Education Center, IAC.
Morning, welcome. My name is Sue Hodgins. I also work in the International Education Center, and I'm one of 5 international student advisors.
Good morning. My name is Hiran, and I'm from the college ITS department.
Hi, I'm Jessica Scallon, and I'm the Transfer Credit Specialist in the Registrar's Office.
Hi all, my name is Irene Thomas. I work as an Enrollment Service Representative at the Registrar's Office.
Hi, I'm Kyle Jorgensen Lane. I'm the Manager of Financial Aid, Student Awards, and it is testing. Okay. Use the blue. All right, there we go. Okay, my name is Kyle Jorgensen Lane, and I am the Manager of Financial Aid, Student Awards, and Fees in the Registrar's Office.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kate Ardadon. I'm one of the marketing officers for the Students Association. My other marketing officer actually is right in the back there, Owen, if you want to give a little wave. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. I'm David Hall. I'm with Campus Services. So we're just part of the team that helps make some of the world go round when you get here on campus. So today I can talk to you about your AC card, your UPass, parking, your books, retail, and so much more. So looking forward to chatting this morning.
Thank you all. Do we have any questions off the bat? Yeah? She's going to come with a microphone.
I've been using my UPass card, or trying to since I picked it up. Does the card not activate till the 12th because it's been declining with the bus?
Good question. So that should not happen. If you are a registered and paid your fees student for the winter 26 semester, which I assuming you are, it should be working. So we can get that sorted out for you today, or at least take the first steps, because it should work for you. If you want to hang out after, you and I can go down to the Card Service Center and we can get that started for you.
All right, thank you.
You bet.
Robin, we have one at the back.
Are our tuition fees taken out automatically from OSAP, or is that something I'm going to have to worry about after?
Excellent question. Short answer, yes, in general. So if you are an OSAP student, that is the Ontario Student Assistance Program, also basically student loans for Ontario students. If you do have an OSAP application and you are expecting to get OSAP, what happens is we confirm your enrollment. If you owe fees at the college, we report the amount that's owing at the same time. That amount is immediately deducted from your OSAP. So if your OSAP assessment is more than your total fees at the college, your full fees will be paid. If, for example, you owe $2,000 though, and your OSAP is only $1,000, only $1,000 is going to be paid. The rest is up to you to cover, okay?
Any other questions for now? No? Okay, I'll go in with my own. I'll have some for the RO to start. What is an ACES account and how can I log in?
So Access account is when you start studies here, it's a main account you have to focus on. This is for your timetable, this is for your letters, all your current status will be updated there. Say like if you're going to level 1, if you go to your application status under the Access account, you can see, okay, you're a level 1 student registered, you can see the timetable. So that's like an important account as a new student, or whenever, even if you graduate, it's a main account for Algonquin College. You can see everything, including your letters, timetable, your status for next semester. Are you coming back? Everything will be updated in the Access account. So that's a very important Algonquin College's student account system there.
Thank you, Irene. Also, how would I find out who my program coordinator is?
It's very simple. You don't have to come to the registrar's office for that. You go to the website, Algonquin College's website. In the search bar, just type in program coordinator. It will show you an option to select your program, and it will automatically show up who the program coordinator is. Also, same with the student advisor or your academic advisor. Type in academic advisor. It will show up to select your program name and show up your academic advisor's details, phone number, email ID, contact information, everything. So just go to the website, type in the program coordinator or advisor. It will show up there.
Thank you. I'm going to if anybody has any questions throughout this, I'm going to keep going, but please raise your hand and I'll keep checking. We'll go on to financial aid. I know you already answered a question, Kyle, but how can I apply for bursaries and scholarships?
Yes, so not only how can you, but you should. I encourage every single one of you to apply. That's if you're an Ontario student, if you're from another province, if you're an international student, please apply for bursaries. I am begging you, please apply for bursaries. So the bursaries, how to do that, it's all through your Access account. That's what Irene was just describing there. So you should all have access to that. If you have not yet logged in, or if you have, you will see down the left-hand side a big, long list of all sorts of options. Buried in there is an item that's called Bursary Portal. That is where you can go to apply for bursaries. And you can apply for bursaries at the start of every term you are registered as a student. And I emphasize the word every term. And if you, right now, for the winter, if you are a student in the winter, you can go in and apply. The deadline, I believe, is January 21st. Yes. So make sure you go in, apply before January 21st, and that will allow us to consider you for bursaries. Bursaries are needs-based, so assuming most of you have at least some financial need, we would really like to be able to consider you for bursaries. This being said, the bursary pot of money, it is very variable. There's a lot of money there, but there's a lot of different kind of subcategories, different criteria, and those change from term to term. And also the amount of money in any given pot changes quite a lot. So this is why I really encourage everyone to apply every term, because you apply this term, maybe you would get a bursary, maybe you won't. The unfortunate reality is we don't have enough bursaries to give to every single student with need as much as we would like to, but we certainly try. We don't want money left at the end because we couldn't find an eligible student. So if you get a bursary this term, that's great. We then encourage you to apply in the spring if you're a student then, or next fall. Just because you get a bursary this term, maybe you'll get one in a future term, or maybe you won't, or vice versa. You apply this term. If you do not get a bursary this term, that does not mean that you can never get a bursary. It may just be that this term there was less money than normal. It depends what donors gave money this term. Continue applying every term you're a student. It's really the best way to access the largest source of funding that we have for students. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, thank you. On that same vein, how do I apply for OSAP?
OSAP, so ontario.ca/OSAP. It is an Ontario government program. It's funded jointly between the federal and provincial governments, but it is run through the Ontario government. OSAP is Ontario student loans and grants. So you will be assessed by completing the full application. You will be assessed for grants, which you do not have to pay back as long as you remain enrolled, and loans, which you do have to pay back once you finish studying. The application is a little bit long, I will admit. They do ask a lot of different questions because they really want to know what is your family situation? What kind of resources do you have? What kind of needs do you have? So I do recommend set aside some time to do the application. Again, ontario.ca/OSAP. You will need to put in your social insurance number. I know that can seem a little dodgy this day and age, and people worry it might be a scam. I do promise they do require your SIN to apply for OSAP. But do take some time to complete that full application. Answer every question exactly what they're asking. Don't try and guess what they're asking. If they ask, are you a ward of the state? This is a common question we get. Are you a ward of the state? I guarantee if you're a ward of the state, you know. If you are not a ward of the state and you're like, I don't know what that is, you can answer no. Don't try and guess it. And that goes for a lot of the other questions as well. So really just work your way through slowly. Don't try and do it on the phone on the bus, is my recommendation.
Thank you. Any more questions for now? Yeah?
Hi, I'm just wondering, once you've made your first full-time application for OSAP and you've answered all the questions, do you then, when the next term is starting and you reapply, do you have to answer everything all over again? Or is it already saved, your information, partially?
Some of the things will be saved. I believe the very first time you do it, I think it's exceptionally long because they do kind of an educational quiz type thing. So I see some nodding heads. You've all experienced it, or some of you have experienced this already. They kind of make you read some information, answer a little quiz. Don't worry if you get the questions wrong, just do it again. They're not going to kick you out or blacklist you or anything. I believe that gets saved. I think some of your profile data could carry forward from application to application, but essentially if they are asking you for something again, do it. Don't say, well, I already did that, I'm just going to assume they have it. Do exactly, even if you believe they should know, it's exactly the same as before, you kind of question, why are they asking me this again? Again, this comes back, don't try and kind of outsmart the system. If they're asking a question and you feel they should know the answer, my answer would be just answer the question again or provide the document again if they're asking for it. So there's no real shortcut a lot of the time in OSAP, unfortunately.
Yeah, we have one at the back, Robin.
Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. I'm a new student in Algonquin College and new in Canada. I wish to ask, I'm starting my courses on the 12th of January, and I've applied for OSAP. My timetable came out, though there are overlaps. I spoke with my program coordinator. She said she's going to send it forward to the registrar office. They have sent me a book list, and I'm not, and when we are going to start on the 12th, there are certain things that we are going to use that I'm not yet having. I don't know if it's going to, like, how am I going to do since OSAP is not yet available, and in the OSAP application, I think, they cover the textbooks, and I don't know. I want to understand the system, and thank you.
Yes, no, you have asked a very good question that can be a little bit complicated. So as an attempt to answer your question simply, OSAP will not directly pay for any books or equipment. The only thing that OSAP will directly pay for are the fees that are charged directly from the college. So if you are logging into your Access account and you see your account balance, kind of your tuition fees and ancillary fees there, those will be paid for directly by OSAP, but anything else is not paid for directly. So if you have a book list, for example, books you need to get from the bookstore, OSAP will not send money to the bookstore. Instead, OSAP will assess you for the cost. OSAP is considering the fact that you do have those costs when it does its overall assessment of how much money they are willing to give you. Those costs are considered. It's not itemized. They're not saying we're giving you X amount specifically for books. It's just part of the overall amount. That money will go to you, and it is your responsibility to go and buy those books. Now, you ask it's a very good point about how do you buy those books in advance when you don't have your OSAP money yet? I don't have a really nice, tidy answer. Basically, you do have to wait for the OSAP to come in. We are working on confirmations. So if your OSAP application is fully complete, if you're checking your OSAP portal and it's kind of saying, I don't remember the exact wording, I think it says something last step, your college needs to confirm your enrollment, something to that effect. That means that we are doing that in the background automatically. We're working on it, but there are several thousand students that we're working our way through. Once you are confirmed, as long as you're enrolled full-time, we confirm it. The amount owing to the college comes to us to cover your fees, and the rest of the money goes directly into the bank account that you indicated on your Master Student Financial Assistance Agreement, the MSFAA, when you very first applied for OSAP. That is the money that you would have to use to buy books. Unfortunately, you would have to wait for that money to come in to be able to buy the books, or you have to front the money yourself, wait for that money to come in. I don't have a nice, simple, convenient solution, a workaround for that, I'm afraid.
David?
Yeah, so I was just going to pick up on the second half of that question around your book list. So first of all, welcome to Algonquin, welcome to Canada. We're happy to have you here in both senses. So book list, everyone should have received an email about book list. And what book list is, just quickly, is your professors have asked the bookstore to purchase and bring in certain books, course materials, and equipment to help you be successful in your course. So in book list, it will tell you exactly what is required by your professors for you to be successful this term. Then there may be some recommended resources. So if it says required, that's what your professors, not the bookstore, your professors have said, you need these to be successful. But another nice thing about book list is you log in with your username and password. It's customized to you by your professors. You can add to your cart right there, and you can make your checkout and just pick them up in store, which is just around the corner here. Pickup's usually in a day or two, it's really quite easy to do that with book list, and I'm happy to answer any other questions regarding that. So that's the second half of the book list question.
Thank you both. That's awesome. All right.
Hi, so I'm an international student also, and I don't know if this was insinuated. So are international students eligible for OSAP or no? I mean, yeah.
No.
Okay.
International students are not eligible for OSAP. OSAP is only for Ontario students. So if you, even students from, say, BC, if you're from BC, you lived your whole life in BC and you're just moving here for college, you are also not eligible for OSAP. Students from other provinces could apply for financial aid from their home province. International students, it would depend on what your home country offers. If your home country offers financial assistance, some do, a lot don't, it seems.
Mine doesn't.
Unfortunately, there's no full financial assistance program.
Could the international students also apply for the bursaries?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
international students. It's a very good point, and I believe there are some misconceptions out there where people think there are nothing for international students. That is not true. We have a lot of money for international students. Okay. Sometimes there's money that's only for international students, and we don't get enough applications. So that's why.
Is this just the bursaries
Yes.
for international? Is there other ways to apply for other than the bursaries? Is there other
There
pathways?
are a few other awards that are offered throughout the year that might require an application. They're very niche and very specific. If you are interested in that, if you Google Algonquin College Bursary Scholarships and Awards, we have a page where we've listed out everything, our 99% of the funds that we have available. It does indicate most of them, there's no application because it's part of the centralized bursary application, or sometimes they're just nomination based. Your profs just say, this is a good student, he deserves this award. There are a few that have awards, specific applications, and you'll find those links. Some of those are open to international students. There's not a lot of those across the board, those specific ones, but they do exist.
Okay, cool.
But the bursaries is the main recommendation.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Thank you. When I was exploring the page of Algonquin College, I saw that there is something called Algonquin Contest, like, yes. How are we, as a new student, can I apply? Like, I'm not an international student, actually. I came in, but I'm a permanent resident. So can I apply for it? And also, I saw on the bursaries, am I supposed to give my SIN number? Okay.
Right.
I just wanted to be safe.
Yes. So 2 questions there. I'll start with the second one, if you don't mind. So social insurance number. I will start by just blanket statement saying never, ever, ever, ever provide your SIN over email. If anyone ever asks for your SIN over email, it's a scam. They're trying to cheat you. Do not respond. So I'll start with that. We do ask that you input your SIN in your Access account where it's secure. There is a spot where you can update your SIN in your Access account. That is required for bursaries, scholarships, and awards because we are obliged, for international students too, to report that as income for tax purposes. This is a requirement from the government for us. If we do not have a SIN on file, we cannot give you money. All right? So that's why it's very important that you have a valid, up-to-date SIN in your Access account. If you're an international student and you don't have a SIN yet, I encourage you to apply for one. You can go to Service Canada. Irene, do you know where the nearest Service Canada center is?
We also have SIN clinics on campus. So actually the next SIN clinic is tomorrow, the 9th of January from 9 till 3. So any international student can go to those. It's first come, first serve. You just show up, don't need an appointment. You need to bring your passport and your study permit, and then they'll issue the SIN number right on campus. If you can't go tomorrow, there's also one the first day of class on January the 12th from 9 to 3 over in CA 103, which is just across the street where the main bus station is.
I would mention, if there are any Canadian students who do not yet have a SIN, make sure you get one. I imagine most Canadian students would, but just in case you don't yet, make sure you get it. It's really important. Just, again, we cannot give you money if we don't have a SIN on file. To answer your second question, I believe you might be asking about the tuition contest. My office does not actually administer that. I don't know if anyone here is involved with that directly. So I guess the answer is, I don't know. I would say I'm aware of it. I know there is a page with information on how to apply. My understanding is it's not overly complicated. However, I don't know the timing of it. So I don't know whether it's too late for right now, but I would refer to the webpage there. Hopefully there is some contact information that you can contact them. I think it's done through kind of the recruitment office. It's not directly through my office, I'm afraid.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Hi. Hi. I'm new. Okay. I've submitted my OSAP application things, and the school already confirmed my enrollment on the program. But things that right now I've changed the program, so I don't know if there's any update I have to do. Maybe with the school or with the OSAP application I did, because even the first payment date is already there, so I don't know.
Thank you for a very proactive question. I really appreciate you asking it and questioning that. And this is general advice. If you are an OSAP applicant and anything changes, you drop a course, you want to change programs, anything like that, I really recommend actively contacting your financial aid officer just to make sure. It's possible nothing changes, but there is possible that things could need to be adjusted and there could be slight adjustments to your OSAP. So if you search for, on the Algonquin College website, there is a form that will give you your assigned financial aid officer. So what we do is we have a team of financial aid officers, and they're all assigned by student name. So the first letter of your last name indicates which officer is yours, and the idea is that you'll be working with that same officer throughout. So you don't have to re-explain everything every single time you have a question, especially if you have something complicated and you have lots of emails, you're always dealing with the same person. So on our website, you can find who your assigned financial aid officer. Just send them a quick email just saying, hey, I've got my OSAP confirmed, but I'm changing programs. This is what I'm doing. Can you have a look and make sure that my OSAP is in order still? Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm new student here. Like, I have a question regarding the book list. Like, professor are suggesting to use external materials like the book list is provided. But I see that on my Brightspace account, there are like my subjects are already included in that, but it's not showing right now. So like they are the source of what we are referring and during the course, or we shall use the external sources which our professor are providing to us?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So you're referring to, for everybody, there may be multiple sources that your professors use for course materials, and that's a really good thing. So some professors have found a course material themselves, and they put it directly into Brightspace. So that is yours to use, and I would encourage you to use that. That will not show up on Booklist because you don't have to purchase that extra. If it's in Brightspace and it's for you to use, go ahead and use that one. It won't show up on Booklist. If it is on Booklist, that means that it's not included already, and you will be responsible to be getting those required texts, materials, safety equipment requested by your professor. So that's the difference there. Once school starts and it's already in Brightspace, you may get an access code from your professor to bring that resource to life. So it may or may not work today, but it definitely will work once you have that conversation with your professor. So in Brightspace, you're good. That won't show up on Booklist, but if it's on Booklist, it means you are responsible for that. One thing I forgot to mention about Booklist is when you are reviewing your course materials, if we have multiple options to purchase, and what I mean by you can buy it new from us, you can buy it used from us, or you can buy a digital version for us, we will list all the options that we have available to you right within Booklist. So you don't have to go check somewhere else. So it's right there. If we have it, it's available to you with the price so you can compare. And we also, on Booklist, make sure that we're offering what's called direct from publisher pricing. So what the publisher sells it to the consumer for, we sell it to the consumer for. So you know that your professors are getting you the books at the best deal available. Great question.
Okay, and the last thing, like the courses are shown in my Brightspace account. What do it consist of? Like the homework stuff and all others? Or like the resources that a student can learn from it?
Oh, do you mean what's typically in
Yes.
Brightspace? So I can reflect a little bit on when I used to teach courses in classes here. Somebody else here?
Yeah,
Oh, yes,
sure.
there you go.
So in your Brightspace, there's resources section and there's assignment section separately, and then you can also use for the quizzes. And there's a discussion thread. You can also talk with your colleagues and like talk about like projects and stuff. There's groups and all. So they're like altogether like 8 to 9 tabs in there, and then under them there's like subcategories. So the professor will give you a demo when you go to the lecturer, so which ones that you have to use. There's like external materials like he mentioned. There's a separate section for that, so you can go to that external websites to study through that, and there will be some video materials for you as well to study all of that there.
Okay, thank you.
You'll also often get your assignments, submit your assignments, and see your grades there.
I have another question concerning the books. So are the suggested books material that the teachers give during the courses, or is it separate material that we learn on our own time?
Yeah, so every professor is a little bit different. And the two distinctions you'll see in book list, required and recommended or suggested, right? So the recommended and suggested are not compulsory to get. That means that your professor may or may not actually use that content in your course for your examinations or your learning. Why it's there is saying, students, if you'd like more information about X, Y, or Z, this is a good resource that I would recommend because there's millions of resources out there. So it's a nice guide for additional information. It can only help you from a scholastic point of view. The specific question about specific suggested or recommended materials would be best answered by individual professors. But you, at this point, required, you know what that means, and suggested, those you might be able to chat with your professors about.
And I have one more question. Where would I be able to find my UPass, or where's the registration office to find it?
Okay, great. So I can chat briefly about your AC card and UPass. So thanks for asking about that. So every student gets an AC card plus UPass. So the AC card, I'm seeing some nodding heads. It has your photo on it. It looks like Algonquin College. You can use this for a whole host of things on campus. It's identification. It's used to print on our campus printers. It's used for access to the ARC, the gym, your meal plan, a whole lot of stuff it's used for. Another thing that it's used for, if you are UPass eligible, so basically if you're a full-time student who's paid their fees, you are included in the UPass program. There are a few opt-out requirements, but most students are involved with that. It serves as your transit pass for all OC Transfo, so bus rides, train rides with OC Transfo within the city, and STO in Gatineau. So it's a full-service transit pass. The way to start the process to get that is you upload your photo to our photo portal, and from there, our team takes it, makes sure it matches the requirements, which you'll see in the photo portal, which is front shot of you, nobody else in the image, white background, no sunglasses or ball caps or anything like that. We need to see you. You can smile if you like, but you upload your own photo. Then we print you off a card, and then it works almost instantly from there. So if you haven't done that, you can actually do it today. I will be going down after this with one of our students here right to the Card Service Center. So if you have your photo, you can upload it from your phone now. We can go down together. You can get your card today because it's nice and quiet there. For those who have uploaded their photo and you're looking to pick up your card, you go down to the Marketplace Food Court. In there, we have the AC Card and UPass Service Center. It's not so busy today. You can walk up, they'll print you your card. The AC stuff works immediately, door access, all that sort of thing. And then UPass takes a few hours to get it loaded onto your card. And then we'll sort out any issues that might happen in the meantime. So that's one thing you can do today and get that set. And the other thing is that book list, because it's all ready for you. You can get that ordered. And if you've already ordered it, you can pick that up today, which is at Connections, the campus store, down these stairs, turn right, and you'll see it right in front of you. Yeah.
I have two smaller questions, one building off of the financial office and updating OSAP. Whenever I applied for OSAP, I was living at a different address from now. Is that something I would contact the financial officer about?
Yes, I would generally suggest anything that changes in your OSAP application. Your address is probably not as crucial. It's actually, no, it could have an implication because they do calculations on how far you live from the college. So yes, I would recommend providing any updates, like your address changed or anything. You can send an email in just kind of asking for that update. I believe there is a spot where you can even upload a letter in your OSAP portal. If you just write a little handwritten letter, I think it's under other documents. You can do that way, or you can just send, because it's a basic update, just send an email to your financial aid officer and just say, I moved, this is actually my address, can you help me out with that?
Okay, so I wouldn't go to the OSAP site, I would just email through the...
For a basic change like that, yeah, just send it to your financial aid officer is probably the simplest.
All right, and the second question is, what is AC money?
AC cash. AC Cash, AC Cash. So AC Cash is used for just a couple of things on campus. One thing that most students will use AC Cash for is accessing our printers. So you'll see 150 plus printers in the hallway, in classrooms and laboratories. Now, all full-time IT fee-paying students receive a $13 credit every term for their print jobs. So everyone starts on their student card with, that works out to about 100 black and white printing pages. So everyone starts with that. Some programs you might require more printing, and you can load AC Cash onto your student card, which enables you to continue printing. That's the main use these days for AC Cash. You can also use it in the cafeteria for any of our food service locations, both here and across the street at the Arc. You can use your AC Cash for that. You can use AC Cash in the retail environment. But as the sort of the commerce environment has changed over the years, what AC Cash is really used most for is that printing service.
With that printing service, if I don't have AC Cash, can I just use my own money?
So it needs to be put onto your card using our AC Cash system. So you can't put money directly into the printer or scan your credit card into the printer. It does not have that capability.
All right, and where would I find that transfer, like Brightspace, ASUS?
Yeah, so we have a website for AC Cash, which allows you to add AC Cash to your card. I can't recall what it is right now, the URL, but it's as simple as searching for Algonquin College AC Cash. From there, you click on the account, and then you can manage your account, add, view balance, those sorts of things. And like I said, all students have a $13 print balance that at the beginning of every semester. It does not compound over semesters, so if you don't use it, you're not getting 26 next semester. It's 13 for this semester, which is more than enough for many of our students, but creative programs sometimes have larger print requirements.
All right, thank you.
You bet.
Just to clarify, that's completely separate from financial aid and the standard school fees. So that's something you would have to manually do yourself. OSAP, completely separate, irrelevant to this whole process.
Just a quick question. Here. In order to upload your UPass photo, you actually need an Algonquin College email. How do I get that?
So when you go to your Access account, there's a sub-menu called Network Account Info. When you go there, you will see your user ID and your initial password that you will require to log into the AC portal. So if you haven't signed in before, I would recommend first signing to your school email. So go to algonquincollege.com and then go to the current student section, scroll down, and then you will see 3 tiles. Just click the Live AC tab and then log in with your email. So your email will be your username at algonquinlive.com with that initial password. That password will be your password for Brightspace, email, and also your Wi-Fi when you're in school. And if you're using a library computer or one of the desktops in the campus, you will need to use the initial password with it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My question is as regards the health and dental plan. I see that there's a section there which says if you want to opt out of it, you should before February 2nd. I want to know, is everyone automatically inclusive in this program?
All right, I think I will take this one. Yes, so I'm trying to, yes, I think there might be a couple very niche exceptions, but in general, yes, every student is enrolled automatically. The expectation, you don't get to just choose if you want it or not. You would have it. It does provide certain coverages to make sure that you can have adequate healthcare coverage and support while you're a student. However, if you have other insurance, you have something that will provide that same or greater coverage outside the college, then there's no need for you to remain enrolled in our program. That is what you can use to opt out. And that's what you need to submit, showing you have proof of adequate coverage through another source, and that allows you to avoid the double coverage through us. But it's not a question of, I just don't want it. You don't get to just decide that.
Yeah, so the Students Association covers all domestic students with health plan coverage. So yes, we have posters around that say by February 2nd is the adjustment deadline period. So if you want to opt out of your health plan, you have to do so by February 2nd. And if you also wanted to do any other adjustments like switch into a different plan for the health plan or add a dependent, so if you have family members that you wanted to add onto your plan as well, that's also an option. But if you are an international student, you are covered under a different insurance. So the international students aren't covered through health insurance through the Students Association. They're actually covered through the IEC, I believe, through GuardMe Insurance. So if you have any questions about coverage through GuardMe Insurance, you can ask the International Education Center. But if you are a domestic student, you can ask the Students Association. We can help you out with that as well.
And for all international students, they are automatically enrolled in the GuardMe insurance plan as long as you're registered full-time. If you dropped to part-time, you'd still be part of that system. It is a medical plan, not a dental plan, and international students can opt into the domestic plan for dental. If they like to get dental, they can get that through the Students Association. But international students are all automatically covered as well.
Thank you. Do we have any other questions? Yes, we have one at the back.
Hopefully, the simple tech question. The campus has Wi-Fi and things. I saw here we have the AC guest log on. Is there a way for us to log into the network, not as a guest, but as a student?
Yes, so you have to use AC Secure for that. Since you're a student, you have to use your user ID and initial password to connect to it. So if you're using an iOS device, it will be easier, just the user ID and the password. Then it will ask you to trust the device, and then you can easily connect. If you're using an Android device, and there will be some certain steps, but if you have some difficulty, I can help you out with right after this session. Connecting you to the Wi-Fi.
And the other one is that you offer, like, we're getting software like the Microsoft Office suite and different things.
Yes.
I noticed it seems like a lot of them you have to work through the cloud or whatever. Can I download them directly onto my devices without having to keep going to the the general cloud service for the software?
Yes, so you can directly download it to you. So we prefer, like, if you have limited space in your device, so you cannot install the Microsoft Office pack, we recommend you to use the online platform. Otherwise, you will be using your local software, and then you can submit as an assignment to the Brightspace. So if you want to download, yes, of course you can download, but as a student, you will only get like 1 gigabyte space, but you can use the OneDrive till you graduate. But after you graduate, you will lose the access to it. So I would recommend that you will back up everything that you upload to cloud in your local device as well.
I'm gonna do one more.
Hi, I just had a question regarding the student card / bus pass. I just got mine an hour ago, and so on my Access account online, I owe $3,400. I'm gonna get the OSAP, I think, January 12th or 13th. My program fees have been deferred until the 2nd. So I'm just wondering, will my student card work as a bus pass if I owe this money, but it's been deferred until the 2nd?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you all for your questions. Those were very helpful. We are now going to finish off by just going one by one through our experts, and so they can just describe more about what they do. And if you have any more questions after this panel, you can ask them after. Please be respectful and don't harass them, though. All right.
So we have tomorrow for all new international students, we have the new International Student Social. So that's going to be in the observatory from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. That's a chance for you to meet other new international students and returning international students. We're going to have prizes and a small lunch. So make sure that you do register for the new international students social. Next week, the 15th of January, we do have another event for international students. And if you're domestic, you want to make new friends that international students, you're more than welcome to join. It's we're going to the National Arts Gallery for a glow party. So that's also on our events page. For you to have access to our events page, go to algonquincollege.com/international. You'd be able to see current student, click on current students. You'd be able to see the events calendar. So that's where we post all our events. And every term, I'm always looking for volunteers. So if you'd want to kind of gain that international experience or intercultural competence to your resume, you're more than welcome to email me, or you could come to where we're located. Our office is in the C building in the basement, so C021. And I would be able we can connect, and then you could be one of our volunteers. And that's another good way to make international friends.
So yeah, one more thing that I have to say about the IT services. So if you have, when you go to the Access account, and if you don't see your network account user ID, just the initial password, just come see us because we can help you out with that. It's a common issue. Some students don't see their user ID. And the other thing is, like, you all been paying the IT technological fee, so you have access to all the library materials as well. And then the software, including the Microsoft license, you don't need to purchase anything. You just need to sign with your school email, and then you will have the license by default. And if you have any issues logging into the Brightspace or email, like if you need to reset your password, and if your account got locked out, just give us a call. We are open from 7:30 to 8 p.m. from Monday to Friday. And then in Saturday, just 8:30 to 4 p.m. One more thing, and if you're in the school, do not use VPN to access any of your college platforms. It could be your OneDrive, Brightspace, or your email. That will immediately block your account. And if that happens, we will ask you questions, and then we will need to scan your device before we unblocking your account. So just make sure you're not using any VPNs while you are doing your assignments or accessing Brightspace or any other course material.
Hi, so I am the transfer credit specialist in the registrar's office. So I just want to speak briefly to that. If you have any previous post-secondary education, that includes a dual credit. If you were in high school and you took a college course, you may be eligible for transfer credit. And so even if it's unrelated to the program that you're going to be studying at Algonquin College, we do have general educational electives in most programs. And so if you have courses that you previously took, you may be eligible. So I really, this is a great way to reduce your course load. And I definitely say, please apply for transfer credit if you have any previous post-secondary, and that includes international studies. So if it was from a public or accredited institution, you can submit. You're going to submit in your Access account. So in that big, long left column, there is an area called Transfer of Credit /exemption. And you would submit there. If you previously studied at Algonquin and you have courses that you want to transfer over, you can do that as well. Those are called internal exemptions. So if anyone has any questions, we do have a webpage, Transfer of Credit. So if you just search Transfer of Credit at the algonquincollege.com website, you will get more information about what the requirements are, and there is a booking tool as well. So you can book a meeting if you're having any difficulties submitting, or if you have any questions about your documents, you can book a meeting virtually or in person with myself. And then I'd also want to speak about PLAR, that is Prior Learning Assessment and Recognition. It's kind of the cousin to transfer credit, and it is challenging courses based on work and life experience. So if you have significant experience and it meets the requirements of one of your courses, you may be able to challenge that course. So again, go to the algonquincollege.com website and put in PLAR, PLAR, is what we call it, and you'll get more information on how to apply for PLAR. I will be here afterwards, so if you have any questions, you can just flag me down, and we'll also have a table at the top of the stairs from the registrar's office next Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you have questions then, you can stop by the table and speak to myself, Jessica, or Taylor, who is the PLAR coordinator. Thanks. Oh, one more thing. Whenever you're emailing anyone at the college, please include your student number. It is very, very, very hard for us, or we'll have additional steps that we have to look up your student number. So remember that student number. That is going to follow you through all your studies. So please include that whenever you're doing a case at the registrar's office, or if you're emailing anyone, that is a great help for us to help you. Thanks.
Okay, so everybody will be contacting the registrar's office at some point, now or even in the future. So you can contact the registrar's office in 3 ways. I will not lie, it's very busy. It's very, very busy. So you can contact the registrar's office in 3 ways. So first, you can call. The wait time is almost 30 minutes minimum. So you might have tried. We are trying our best, but it's very busy. So you can call to the registrar's office if you have inquiries. Second, you can come in person. That's also very busy. Just a warning. So you can come in person. We are open from 8:30 to 4:30. You can come in person, grab a ticket, and we will call your numbers. Third, you can submit a case online. So it's through your AC360 account. You can select a topic, write your question and submit. So this is the 3 ways you can contact the registrar's office. So before you contact, just to make your life easier, before you contact, 2 things. Access account and the Algonquin College website. Both of them will help you for sure before you contact. Any questions regarding your fees owing, regarding your status, regarding your timetable, credit transfers, whatever it is, you can find from your Access account, that's your student account, log in with your Algonquin College student number. Everything will be listed there. If you need letters, if you need fee breakdown, anything will be there under print letters. And second thing, Algonquin College's website. It's a very useful website. You go to Algonquin College's website, in the search bar, you can type anything, program coordinator, financial aid, student awards, AC card, anything you type in there. I'm a frontline worker. Most of the thing I'm giving you the answers over there. It's through the website. So you can simply go to the website, type in the search bar, you can find everything over there. For some reason, you cannot find anything in the Access account or in the website, contact us. So this will make your life very easier. You don't have to wait on the call for half an hour, 1 hour and wait for a call back and all. It's a very busy time. So go to the Access account first and then to the website. If it's complicated, you cannot find an answer, then contact us through submit a case or come in person or give us a call. So try this and this will be very easier for you. And otherwise you can come directly to the office or call or submit a case. We will help you with any kind of questions, or we will direct you to the correct department who can help you. Yeah, that's all. So you're always welcome there. Explore the website, explore Access account. This will be very helpful for you. Thank you.
All right. Once again, I manage financial aid, student awards, and fees. And I guess I have 2 final remarks to make. One, I was delighted to hear a couple questions from students proactively asking about changes and things to their account. Anything to do with your finances, no matter what it is, I really, really encourage you to be proactive. That means that as soon as the question comes up, ask it early. the number of students who show up on the first day of class and they're shocked that they do not have access to their account because they haven't paid their fees is huge. It always surprises me, but if you just wait, it's going to catch up with you. So if you have any questions or you see anything to do with your OSAP, your fees owing, your bursary, any questions you have to do with money, or anything really, I suppose, ask it in advance. Don't wait until it becomes a problem, because sometimes we can solve it right away, sometimes we can't. And that does cause problems for students every term, unfortunately. So that's my first point. My second point is it's new, brand new. We are going to be doing auto deposits at the college. So I'm seeing a couple blank stares about what that is. Up until now, whenever we were trying to give you money, we would issue a check. Like one of those pieces of paper you take to the bank, you have to deposit, you have to wait several days for it to clear. It's frankly an old-fashioned way of transferring money, and it caused a lot of delays and a lot of problems. Students would lose them, they would expire, lots of problems. We are finally moving into, not the future, I would say, the present, and we're doing e-transfers. So e-transfers, for our Canadian students, you may be aware of e-transfers. That's where people can send you money directly using your email address. For international students, this applies to you. You do need a Canadian bank account. So if you do not have a Canadian bank account yet, make sure you get one. I'm not promoting any specific bank, but I believe there is an RBC, Royal Bank of Canada branch, just over in College Square. That's just the closest one I can think of. I'm not necessarily recommending that as the best bank. There's any number of banks out there. You can create an account. You need a Canadian bank account. When we try to give you money in the near future, we're getting very close to having this, not yet, but starting in February, we'll be testing this. When we try to give you money, we will be sending it via your email address, and that will allow you to deposit it directly into your Canadian bank account, much faster than a check, and you don't have to come in person to pick up a physical piece of paper. What I would ask to make this go even faster is that you set up auto deposit on your Algonquin Live email address. So whenever we try to send money to you, it will be going to your Algonquin Live email. It will not go to Gmail, it will not go to Hotmail, it will not go to Yahoo, it will not go to any other email address. The money can only be sent to your student Algonquin Live email address. So if you don't have that set up yet, make sure you do, and then go to your bank and set up auto deposit so that as soon as we try to send you money at any time when you're a student, it will just go instantly into your bank account. You don't have to type in a password, you don't have to lose the email, you don't have to log in. It's a nice, fast, secure way for you to get your money right away from us. So, I thought I saw a question, yeah. Bursary portal is open right now. Yeah, deadline January 21st. It's all online. If you come, we can answer questions, but we're just going to be doing it online, same place. There's no other option. Right. That's it.
Again, hello, my name is Kate. So I'm one of the marketing officers for the Students Association. So the Students Association is run and governed by a group of students that are enrolled through all three campuses that we have. So we have a campus in Perth, we have one in Pembroke, and then obviously the one here in Ottawa. So these students act as your voice and your representative to the college administration. So if you have any questions, concerns, or comments at all about your experience at the college, if you just want someone to talk to, our board of directors are definitely great for that, and they would love to hear from you. So if you ever feel like you need to talk to someone or you want to talk to someone about anything related to the college, you can go to algonquinsa.com and then go to the board of directors page, and you can send them directly an email through there. Our office is located in this building in E114, right beside the box office, just down the stairs. So if you have any questions at all, you can also visit us there. Just a little bit about the Students Association. So one of the most frequently asked questions we get is, how do I join the Students Association, or how do I become part of the Students Association? You're automatically a part of the Students Association once you enroll into your program and you are a student here at Algonquin College. So you don't need to worry about like opting into the Students Association or anything like that. You're already a part of it. We offer a bunch of different services and host a bunch of different events for students. There's many perks. So I would recommend definitely visiting our website. Again, it's algonquinsa.com. We have our events page there, so you can browse through all of the different events that we are going to host all throughout the year. We do a bunch of free events. If the events aren't free, we always offer a student rate. So one of the big events that we are hosting at the beginning of this year, which is a great opportunity for new students to mingle and kind of get to know all the different services that we do offer, is the Wolves Fest event that we are hosting on January 12th. It'll be happening right here in the Student Commons, just below the stairs. We'll have a bunch of different arcade games. It's free for students to attend. It starts at 9 a.m. and closes at 7. And then on the 13th, the next day, we will be hosting it again from 9 to, I believe, 4 p.m. And again, that's free for you to attend. So I would definitely recommend it if you're interested in meeting new people and kind of just getting involved in the community. We have other events as well that we are hosting throughout the week. We have a free karaoke night that we're hosting at the observatory as well on the Friday. We have a free movie night that we do every month, but for this month we are showing Fantastic Four. So that's happening on the big screen in the theater. We do offer free popcorn as well, and that's free for students to attend. So if you're interested in knowing more about our events, I would recommend going to the website and check. Aside from the fun events that we do offer, we have a bunch of different services. So I did mention earlier that we do have the health plan. So the student health plan, again, you are automatically enrolled as a domestic student. So definitely check that out. If you have any questions about that, you can again visit us at our office or visit the website, find our email. You can call us or email us if you have any questions and we can offer assistance. We also have the varsity athletics program that's under the Students Association. So if you have any questions about varsity athletics, we run the men's and women's team varsity teams for volleyball, basketball, soccer, and rugby. Other sports that you're interested in playing, we most likely offer it through recreation sports through the ARC. So again, if that's something that you're interested in, you can visit us in the X building. So just behind you there, that new building. All of the people at the front desk can happily help you with that. We have a bunch of different hospitality services as well that we are owned and operated by the Students Association, where you can actually use your meal plan to buy food from. So if you do have your meal plan, you can use it at the Wolves Den, which is in the X building as well. So the Wolves Den Restaurant and Games Room, we have Starbucks that's right below us. And then we also have the observatory, which is only open for events as of now, but that is an option. If you wanted to use the Wolves Den and Games Room to use the bowling alley, the golf sim, rock climbing, all that, just make sure that your student card is activated to access that. You just have to sign the waiver, and then once that's ready, you can just tap your card and go on in and use anything that's there. Just wondering if there's anything else I'm missing. There's a bunch of different stuff. So honestly, if I am missing anything, you can come talk to me afterwards. I'll be here for a couple minutes to chat. We also have booklets out at the front as well if you wanted to grab one, and it has all the information in there. Any updates, we are very active on social media. So if you have Instagram, I would suggest following the SA on Instagram to stay updated with everything. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you want a job on campus, we also offer that. We're in the process of hiring students for our brand ambassador position. So if that's something you're interested in as well, you can apply online through our website. And yeah, if you're lucky, we will contact you. And if you have any questions, again, my name's Kate. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your year.
That's great. Okay, so just a reminder, I'm Dave with Campus Services. One thing that I didn't mention is we also operate the residence over there, and I do have a few beds left for the winter semester. So if you're looking for a place to live for the winter semester, you can let me know and I can help you with that. But otherwise, just a quick recap of what I went over. 2 things you can do today and get set up for next week. 1 is upload your photo, get your student card, UPass, all that sort of stuff. You can do it today. And guess what? I'm going there right after this. So find me if you're looking to go to the UPass Service Center. I will take you there. Number 2 is you can get your books. You can order your books. If you've ordered them, you can pick them up today. And it's not just books in the campus store. We have school supplies, we have art supplies, we have lots of AC gear. So you're probably thinking, wow, what a cool hoodie you're wearing. You must be a really happy guy. And that's true. So if you want to be happy too, this hoodie is actually on sale right now. You buy one, you get another one 50% off. Black, gray, green, they're right at the front. Best deal of the year. So that's just one of the many things we offer there. But if you want to be as happy as me, you can buy this hoodie. But lots of fun happens there as well. But just like everybody else mentioned here, welcome to Algonquin College. You're going to have a great time. You're in a great spot. We gave you a ton of information today. Could be hard to compute. You won't remember everything. But one thing that you can remember today is you ever see anybody with one of these silver name tags on, you can ask them any question about anything at Algonquin College. Not everyone knows everything, but we will find it for you. We will help you out. That's part of our DNA, is anyone with these name tags, it means please ask me a question at any time. I will drop what I'm doing and get you what you need to. That sound good? Awesome. Good to see everybody today.
Thank you so much. That concludes our AC start today. Is my mic on? Yeah. Sorry. I think we're a little bit past, but if you have any tours today, if you're at 11, we're going to all meet at where Lauren is waving over there at the front desk at the AC Hub. If your tour is at 11:30, please wait for 11:30 or 12. I think there's another one at 12. Thank you all so much. Been a pleasure. Thank you for asking questions and welcome to Algonquin. See you at orientation.